All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the Skyline Cup tournament. I'm in Monday's practice round of the rookie division. Me and my caddy are walking the course. All right, this is a par 4 here, and none of the par 4s on this in this tournament are big eagle holes. They're tough birdies. So we're gonna do par 4. We're gonna put go for eagle because we obviously want to go for eagle. So there's several. To be honest, when this tournament came out, I think it was in like the winter major, and I wasn't able to play. I played like a qualifying round, and I wasn't able to play the tournament. Work, real life. But if I remember correctly, you can get out here so that you have a short iron chip to get in. But I think there's a max overpower hook shot on this, where we could come out here and we're trying to get into this area and we're trying to bounce over, that we could do a max overpower hook. I think I might practice that since today's a practice round. I'm going to go out there and just check this hole out because I can't remember. I mean, it seems just like looking at the course, you know, if you're out in this range out here, if you're doing the layup out here, which from the upper brackets you may have to do a layup out here, but once you start getting to expert, you get high enough winds that you can probably work yourself out here by starting off out here and working yourself out. You may be able to incorporate the island, but you may be able to work yourself out from over here. But in rookie, it seems like we're going to end up getting out here somewhere on this island as like the optimal layup spot, unless you did some trick shot where you were trying to get over. I'm going to try to get over and see what happens. I'm going to try some max overpower hook shots here and see what the deal is. Or I'm going to test the waters here and see what the deal is. Because if we're coming here and we know that most people are going to get birdies on this hole, that the eagle is the exception. Anytime we're dealing with those types of holes, we've got to go. It's just like on hole number 1. There is a way to get yourself up there so that you're in short iron range so you have a serious shot at eagle. And if there's a serious shot here, then we've got to go for it. So I have no idea. But I know for sure I'm probably going to end up bringing an extra mile. So let's make sure I got the other clubs in that bag I want. And I have no idea on ball, but I have lots of Titan, so I'm going to try a Titan. And I'm just going to go out here and mess around. See what happens. Check it out. It's a practice round. You go to a real golf tournament, they have practice days, and those guys will go out there and walk the course, and they'll tee off on some of them, and they'll chip on, and they'll go to where they think their optimal area is, and they'll walk and see like what the angles are. Man, I almost have to try that. It's going to go forward 4-1. I'm going to put it right on that transitional line. And see what the deal is. See if we can get out in the fairway out there. Oh, that's pretty close. That was pretty close there. And that was using the wind. That was letting the wind stay in. That was with a 3 power ball. Boy, I'll tell you, if we hit that with a 4 power ball, that might go a mile. But if that would have just dribbled off on the other side, that was a pretty good shot. And that was using the ball guide going along that transition on this fairway area between the fairway and the rough. And I did a reverse hook on that. So instead of doing max topspin, and in that case, since we're hitting the ball to the left, max left-hand side spin, I put right-hand side spin. And then the left-hand curl and the right-hand side spin. Let's try that one more time. Okay, right along that transitional line. Didn't quite get all of it that time. gonna get one more try at it. The deal is we're coming at it. I'm coming at it down here, and it's a little wider. The narrowest spot is right here. So if I can hit it in that narrowest spot, I may have a chance of dribbling off on the other side. If I can make it to the other side, I don't even have to get on the green. If I just do a rough bump on the other side and it can get it over, man, the bad news there is that if you miss the shot, you're in the drink and you lost the shot. So there's almost, that's almost too risky. It is too risky. There's the risk versus reward. If the risk is that you end up in the water and lose a shot, and the reward is that you might end up in the right spot so you can gain a shot, then you definitely, I'm going to come in just a little. Make sure we get it all on there. And I didn't quite get it all that time either. Yep. I'm going to work that shot. I'm going to continue to work that shot until I can make it over the first time, just see what it looks like. But it does look like, as far as risk versus reward, that there's too much risk, because you can't end up, you can't take the risk of losing a shot just on the maybe that you'll be able to pick one up. If there was any other type of stuff, it was sand or rough or anything else out there, and you missed the shot, then you're in the rough or you're in the sand, and you chip on and you move on to the next hole. But when you've got water involved where you can actually get out of bounds, that's pretty risky. But I want to at least be able to do that one time so I can go, okay, it can be done, but boy, that's risky. All right, that was hole number 5 of the Skyline Cup tournament and Monday's practice round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.